This is the number one thing that you can do to generate free leads from Google every day. 60% of the leads that come from Google go to those top 3 maps. So if you're not in those top 3 spots, you're missing out on so many opportunities, I can't even begin to tell you. This is the Google My Business Profile course. This is the number one thing that you can do to generate free leads from Google every day. I'm talking 60% of a business's leads come from Google. And this Google profile is 100% free. There is no need to pay anybody to do this. Yes, there are some extra things you can do as far as review softwares, things like that to help push reviews, but everything I'm going to teach you today is 100% free. So you're gonna hear me talk a lot about the map pack. What this map pack is, if you look here on the screen, the map pack, ignore the sponsored post, but what that is the top 3 businesses rank at the top 3 spots on the map. That's what I call the map pack. That is where you wanna land. 60% of the leads that come from Google go to those top 3 maps. So if you're not in those top 3 spots, you're missing out on so many opportunities, I can't even begin to tell you. This course is going to assume you are an established business and you already have a Google profile set up. If you do not have a profile, I will put the link below in the comments. Go ahead and click on that link, fill out the information, and then verify your Google profile. Once you get the profile verified, come back to this video and follow along for the rest of the steps. Okay, quick disclaimer. Anytime you touch your Google business profile, you do run the risk that Google will flag it for re-verification. Please be fully aware of that while you go over this course. Anything you change will have to be verified. Google sometimes just does automated updates and it's just pending for 5-10 minutes. Sometimes it'll force re-verification. What you're gonna wanna do is only update one thing at a time. So say you go in there, you wanna change your business description. Change the business description, wait 24, 48 hours before you move on to the next section. Give Google some time to rest. Don't go in there and change everything at once because it's probably gonna force verification. I want you to be fully aware of this, that it is a risk anytime you change it. As long as you are in a legit business and not doing anything funny, you can always get re-verified. I can help you get re-verified if it happens. This course is for informational purposes only. Everything you do is on your own risk. You assume the risk that your profile could be deactivated and you force re-verification. I'm happy to help you if you need it. Again, just do small changes at a time. Post photos, things like that, upload as many as you want. You don't have to worry, but do not change the address. Anytime you change the address, it is going to force re-verification. And if you can't re-verify, then you're going to lose everything. Just a quick disclaimer there. Please be careful. Okay, so you've got your Google profile verified. What you're going to do now is you're going to come into Google, go to Google Business Profile. You can search Google Business, anything like that. It'll pull up your business in Google. So what it's gonna look like is here, this one here. This is my new business that I'm starting. You click here on Edit Profile. This is going to bring you into the details section of your business. There's a lot of new things that Google adds to this, so I will update this course as Google drops new things. But I'm gonna go over everything that I know and the tricks that you can use. Some are against terms of services with Google and use those at your own risk, but I wanna share everything I know. Okay, so business name. This is going to be your legal business name. I'm gonna share with you a loophole that I've discovered over the years. Take this as a grain of salt. If you do this, you will see a jump in rank, but is also against Google's terms of service, so your profile could get shut down. So I don't recommend it, especially for an established business. If you wanted to create a second location, you could try to keyword stuff the title, but just know there is a risk there. What I'm saying is under the business name, this is brand locked, but say you're a roofer. You could put roofing, ABC Roofing McKinney. Putting that McKinney at the end is going to increase your search results when someone's searching in McKinney, because it is that search term that they're searching for getting found in that business listing. So you could do plumber Dallas, 123 Plumbing Dallas or leak detection plumbing McKinney. Again, against Google terms of service, but there are thousands of companies that are doing that, and it does help you rank more. Just note, it is against the term of service and you could lose your profile. So what I recommend is just stick with your business name. There's other ways that we can grow without breaking terms of service. I want to keep everything legal, biblical, and truthful. Business categories. You're going to have a primary category and then additional categories. So what you want to do, primary category. For all of my examples, I'm going to stick with a roofer. So if you're a roofing contractor, you're going to type in roofing and you're going to see roofing contractor. This is what you're going to want to put for your primary. So your primary needs to be the main service you offer. Your additional category is where you want to put an additional service that you offer. If you can find anything, Google has them pre-built. So you're not able to manually input any of these categories, but go through the list, start typing out anything that you offer, any additional services. And if there's a category, add that there. What I recommend is adding 2 max. Don't go add a ton of different services because you'll start confusing Google. So again, your primary category needs to be exactly what you do, your main service, additional categories, what you do, and in addition, so additional services, max 2. Your next thing on your profile is going to be your description. This is a great place to put some keywords, what you do, why they should trust you. So what I recommend, introduce your business, tell them what you do, where you do it, why they can trust you, and then put a small call to action at the bottom. Don't just put in a few sentences, use all 750 characters because that is more opportunity for Google to find your business. The more information you give Google, the more it's going to use and show you to customers. Scroll down, you've got contact number. Obviously put your business phone number, your cell phone. If you're established business or just getting started, what I recommend is a call tracking number. There are several benefits to a call tracking number. One is it can implement into a CRM. So basically what happens is you're busy on a job site, you're talking to a customer, your phone rings. A lot of contractors and service businesses, it's a one-man show. They don't have receptionists all the time to answer phones. You're out on the job, you can't take every call, so a lot of things go to voicemail. When things go to voicemail, you tend to lose it. Chances of you actually contacting that customer again are very, very small. So what we can do with a call tracking number when it's plugged into my software is I can actually either have an AI receptionist that sounds like a human, talk and take the call, ask questions that we pre-build out, and even book appointments for you, or we let it go to voicemail, they leave a voicemail, and then as soon as that voicemail is left, my CRM will actually shoot a text out to that customer, that number that they just called on, saying, hey, sorry I'm on the job site, sorry I'm busy, what can I help you with? Sorry I missed your call, what can I help you with? And this way you start that conversation with that customer because in reality, we all have super short attention spans. If someone calls and you don't pick up, they're just gonna go to the next one down the list on Google and they're gonna call them. And whoever picks up first is usually the one that actually gets the job. So speed to lead is key here. The next thing you're gonna notice is chat. This is a newer feature that Google's added. This is key. We live in a digital age. People don't like to pick up the phone. So what you wanna do is make sure you have a phone number in there that can receive text. So that way customers can text you directly from your Google business profile. You'd actually be surprised how many people prefer text over calling. So make sure you have something put in there. Website is the next section here. What you want to do is make sure you have your main URL. Don't have it go to a sub page or anything like that. Put your main URL unless you have multiple locations. If this is your only Google business profile, make sure it goes to the main domain. Next section is going to be social profiles. You want to link every single social profile you have, whether you actually use it or not. The more social profiles you link to this, it's basically telling Google you are a real company, you're active online, and it's giving you backlinks. So say you have a Facebook. You put your website on Facebook. That creates a backlink back to your website. The more backlinks you have to where sites are talking and recommending each other, the better your domain authority is. And the higher your domain authority, the higher you're gonna rank in Google. So again, put every social media account that you have, whether you post on it actively or not, it doesn't matter. The next section is gonna be business location. This is where you can get into some trouble. So if you already have a business profile set up and you have it set up as a storefront, so you actually have an address showing on your Google listing, do not, I repeat, do not change that address at all. The second you change that address, Google is gonna force re-verification. When that happens, there's a chance that you cannot re-verify that listing. Google will not approve it and you will lose that listing, meaning all those reviews you've collected over the years will disappear. So always, always, always leave the address alone. If you have it set up as a service side, meaning you go to customers' houses, they don't come to you, then you want to set it up as a service-based business. There's no location. You want to hide your location on the map. The next section is going to be service areas. Service areas are key. What this does is this tells Google, these are all the areas that I service. So what you want to do is you click into service area. You want to add about 20 cities that surround your main area you service. So look for major cities, don't look for small towns. You want to go major cities with higher population. And if you stick around to the end of the course, I've got a special tool that'll actually help you build all this out. Service area, pick your main locations and make sure it's about a 20-mile radius. Don't go adding locations, 50, 60 miles away from your main area because you think there's a lot of search volume there. Google wants to see, hey, I service this small area. If you want to set up a location for, say you're in Collin County, but you want to go service Fort Worth, what I would recommend is just go ahead and set up a whole separate Google profile for that Fort Worth side. So once you added about 20 different locations, cities, do not put counties or anything like that. Put the exact city into the search and then hit save. The next and last most important section on this listing is your business hours. Most people, if you do not have a storefront, it needs to be 24 hours. Now, I know what you think. Well, I'm not gonna answer the phone at 11 o'clock at night. It doesn't matter. You put 24 hours, open 24 hours, because in Google's eye, that means you're actually open. So open can just mean, hey, I have a phone line open, they can leave a message. Or, hey, we have a voice AI assistant that takes calls after we close. It books appointments while you sleep. Otherwise, hey, you've got a voicemail, they can leave a voicemail, you get back to them in the morning. But when someone searches for roofer and the roofing company closes at 5, and then you've got another one that says open, because it clearly says closed or open on Google. If it says open, who are you gonna call? You're gonna call the company that says open. Little tip I've learned over the years, always put your address or your hours as open, 24 hours. All right, so that completes the profile build out section of your Google business listing. Now you're gonna get into some of the nitty gritty, some of the low key things that a lot of people don't know. It's one of those things that Google prompts you to kind of fill out all the business information when you first sign up. And most people don't ever go back in and look at all the new stuff they added. And you're missing out on a lot of opportunity here to build out this profile with key search terms, things that people are searching, so you have higher chances of showing up in the search. So you're gonna go back to your profile, you're gonna click Edit Service. This is like SEO gold here. What you wanna do is you wanna make a list of every service you offer. So say you're a plumber, you do hot water repair, leak detection, new plumbing build out for foundations, so on and so on and so on. You wanna build out everything you do, and this is where you're gonna put it. So you're gonna come in here. For this company, it's marketing company, so it's kind of a little different than a contractor, but you get the idea. Come in here, click Add Service, and you're gonna create the service. So again, so you would just put, for this one, it's got review management. So if I add a new one, let's see, we're gonna put missed call text back. So now that I've hit save, you can see it's added it to this section. So what you would do is once you add your entire list of all the services, this is where Google's kind of tricky because they don't tell you you can do this. But what you do is you now go back in, click into every single service that you just added, click in there, and you'll see they've added a service description. This is where you're gonna stack all your keywords, your super SEO rich text. You wanna use all 300 characters they give you. What I recommend, short description about the service you offer. So you can even have ChatGPT, Claude, whatever you use, write out a service description, tell it what you're looking for, tell it what it's for, say, hey, I need this in a 300 character limit, tell it the service, and then have it write out a description for SEO. If you wait to the end of the video, I'm gonna show you a tool that I've built for you that's free to help you out, and it's gonna do all this for you, so it's great, just wait. Anyways, what you wanna do is you just wanna fill out the service description. Google is gonna use this service description to search. When someone's searching plumber repair or leaky faucet in McKinney, and your plumber, you've got faucet, faucet leaking repair, or however you phrase it. You've got that, and then in the service description it says, we repair leaking faucets, blah, blah, blah. That is going to be pulled when Google pulls that search. That's gonna help rank you towards the top of this, because that is a key term and your search matches what the customer is searching, if that makes sense. So again, add about 20 to 25 services that you offer, your core offers, and then make sure you add that description in there. So now we're getting into products. Most people think products just relate to an online e-commerce store. It does not. This is another opportunity, just like the service section, to put in your key services that you do and then a short description about it. So what you're gonna do is go back into your profile. You're gonna click on Edit Products. Click Get Started. And then right here, so you've got product to name. How about roof repair? Roof repair. You're gonna come down here, create a new subcategory. You could just put roofing. You don't have to put a price. Your next thing, again, you've got 1,000 characters now to build out for SEO search on this actual service product you offer. Again, super key area that a lot of businesses and contractors don't do. This is a newer thing with Google, and I'll show you what it looks like on an actual live profile. Then down here at the bottom, you've got product landing page. So on your website, you should have sub pages for every service you offer. If you don't have that, reach out to me. That's something I can help you build out, because it is huge to have every service have its own dedicated sub page on your website for Google, for indexing, for SEO. That's a super important thing. So what you do, I'm assuming you have it. If not, reach out to me. You want to go to that certain page on your website. So for this one, roof repair, you would have roof repair underneath a subcategory of what you offer. That is the link you want to paste down here. So don't paste your main URL. You want to paste that URL that goes to that roof leak repair page. Then you would hit publish. So here is a live profile. I just typed in roofer in McKinney. So let's go through his profile and look at it. So you can see he's got open 24 hours. Again, key. You scroll down. Here's the product section. So he's got gutter, fortified roofing, roof replacement, water restoration. Again, these are all great areas that you can see. He's not taking advantage of the entire 1,000 characters. That is a missed opportunity. I'm telling you, fill it out completely. It doesn't hurt you. It can only help you. So you can see, it looks nice. You've got a nice image on your profile. It looks very professional. So why not take up as much real estate on a customer's screen as possible? And you can see here's all his social media profiles. Once you've added all your services and all your products built out completely with descriptions, the next thing you're gonna wanna do is the new Q&A section. This is a good opportunity to put frequently asked questions that customers have. You know the same questions you get all the time. This is where you're gonna wanna put them, because any customer or company can come onto your profile and ask a question, and you wanna control what questions are asked. So what I recommend, click on the Q&A section. You'll see here, you can click Ask Question, type in a frequently asked question that you get from a customer. Put that in there and then hit Post. Completely legal and with Google's terms of service to do it as a business owner. Then you come down, it'll say answer. You click on answer, and this is where you can actually write your answer to that question you just asked. So not only do you get to ask the question, you get to answer it. So go in there, put your frequently asked questions and answers for you. So that way your customers can read all that without having to call you and hassle you. Again, just more real estate from Google to pull from when there's someone is searching for you. So what I recommend is add, 8 to 10 frequently asked questions, and then you can always add more later if you keep getting some. But that is just kind of help build it out. That way you use and utilize every feature Google has. The more you interact with Google, the more you use, the more fully built out your profile is, the more Google is going to push you, because they want someone who's actually using their software and using their platform. They want to reward you. All right, so now you've just added all your frequently asked questions in the Q&A section. So now what you're gonna do is post. I know. It's another social media account you've got to post to. But I'm telling you, being active on Google is a huge sign for rankings. Google is gonna reward you for using their profile. So what I recommend, 1 time a week, minimum twice a month, to post on Google. So what you do is you go to your profile in your Google, just in Google, go to your profile, click on post, hit add post. You've got 3 topics. You've got an update, offer, and event. Most people in most businesses are either gonna use update or offer. So with update, just write a short description, add an image, click button, and then either hit call now or learn more and put a link back to your website. That's all you've got to do. Super simple. Don't put that much time into it. Offer is what I typically like to do, unless I just have a job that finished up, make a quick post about it. But I like to always have an offer active on my profile. People like discounts. People like promotions. So having something on your profile saying, hey, I'm running a promotion at this time, gets more people to call you. So always have an offer active. It can be 5% off, free estimate, anything you want. Just run it as an offer so it shows on your profile that you have an offer active. So come in here, title, just put a title, 10% off repairs. Write a description, start date, end date. You can also come in and put terms, say if you want to give 10% off, but that's only for cash or check price, not credit card. This is your spot to put it. Again, most people don't read the terms of services, but it's always a good thing to have on there in case they try to fight you. Then you come down, you can either do a coupon code, a link to redeem offer. I usually just have a blanket statement. If they come in and say, hey, I found you on Google, I saw you're offering 10% off, then they get it. If not, it's not that big of a deal. Most customers I tend to give a discount to anyways because people like discounts, again. So link to redeem offer, this is where you'd want to put a landing page. So if you have a landing page built out, if not, just put a link to your contact page. Again, not a big deal here. Your main thing is just using Google's platform. So here's a profile that has photos on their post. You can see it just looks better. You see you've got a nice image and a short description. This is, again, a great area to put some keywords in there. Not a whole lot of SEO with it, but again, it just looks better on your profile. It looks like you're an active business. People trust businesses that are active online. So again, just post, once a week, every 2 weeks. Just keep it active so last post wasn't 5 years ago. Okay, so I know we covered a lot. That is the main areas that you can do to improve your Google business profile. Now we're gonna go into some advanced tactics and some ways to start ranking faster. Google loves reviews. The easiest way to explain reviews to you is, say you're going to Amazon, you need to buy a phone case. You're gonna go into Amazon, you're gonna type iPhone case. Say every listing has the exact same product. You've got, green iPhone case, and they're all the same. But one has 1,000 reviews and one has 20. Which one are you gonna buy? You're gonna buy the one that has the most reviews. That is the same way homeowners choose contractors and service businesses. The more reviews you have, the more you are seen as a trusted company. So your number one goal is to get as many reviews as possible. You can either use Google's ask for a review section on here, copy this Google link, save it in your notes. So every time you finish a job, every time you finish an estimate, if someone is super happy with you, take 10 seconds and say, hey, I appreciate it. Thanks for letting me come out. It would mean the world to me if you would leave me a review. It takes 5 seconds and it greatly helps my business. That's it. That's all you got to do. Now, if you're using a CRM of some sort, some CRMs have a solution to push out Google reviews to customers. If your CRM does not have that feature, reach out to me. That is something I can help you set up. I can take your existing workflow. You don't have to change anything. I can plug into your CRM, whether it's just using QuickBooks, any kind of software I can plug in directly. Once you have a job finished, we can even set up as job is paid, or you drop a tag on it. My software will automatically text and email that customer. And what we do different is we actually include a personalized photo with every text. So they see it. It doesn't just come over as, please leave us a review. It comes over, they see a photo of your business with their name on it. It's a personalized text, and this just gets them to open it. It's like, oh wow, that's something I'm not used to seeing. So something we do there, and then we also do reminders. So most people will not leave a review for the first time. You're gonna have to bug them once, twice, 3 times. And my software will automatically follow up with them until they leave that review, or until they hit that max 3 times. They're not gonna leave a review, no matter how many times we bug them. So if you do not have something like that set up, DM me on School. I'm happy to walk you through, or kind of walk you through what that looks like. But reviews, again, push reviews no matter what. That is your number one goal. That is what is gonna help drive you to that top 3 map pack as fast as possible. The higher the reviews, the more reviews you have, the higher you're gonna start showing in that search. With reviews, there's a feature that a lot of people don't take advantage of. You're gonna wanna respond to your reviews. Customers love to see that a company responds. It just shows that they're actively involved and they appreciate their customers. It kind of shows, hey, we're willing to go a little extra to respond to you. It shows, hey, we care about what you have to say. So always, always, always respond to your reviews. Google loves that. So it could just be quick. Hey, thanks so much for the review. So glad we could help you. That's all. If you partner with me and my system, I respond to all your reviews for you, so you don't have to worry about it. If you have not responded to your reviews already, go in there and start responding to everyone so you are current. Okay, so now we've optimized your Google business listing to get you more leads and more book jobs and convert better. But if you're not tracking your profile, how do you know what's working? How do you know where your leads are coming from? So anytime someone calls you, I always recommend to my businesses, ask them, hey, how did you find out about us? You'd be surprised how many people will say Google. Keep track of where these customers come from, because in the long term, it's great to see, hey, 25% of my business comes from Facebook. 80% of my business comes from Google. Maybe I should put in more resources to Google. Look at Google local service ads or Google ads. Again, there's so many opportunities that we can look at, but if you're not tracking it, you don't even know where to begin. With your Google profile, Google gives you some basic tracking. So you can come into your profile here, click on performance. What you can see here is you've got a time period. You can select if you just want to look at a month or if you want to look at the last 6 months. So select a time period. I recommend just look at it month to month. Make a Google spreadsheet and kind of keep track of these numbers so you can say, hey, is my calls going up? Am I getting more website visits? It's all good things to look at. So you can come in, you've got an overview. Really, you want to go to calls. How many people called you from your profile? This is your Google business listing. How many people called you from this listing in this search range? You can click on chats. How many people chatted with you? How many people texted you from your profile? Bookings, if you have an online calendar set up through your Google My Business, and they book, this will tell you that. And then website clicks. You can see how many people went to your website from that Google profile. Again, you don't know where your leads are coming from unless you're tracking it. So make it a habit. At the beginning of the month, go into your Google profile, look at the performance, make a quick Excel spreadsheet, and keep track of your calls. That way you can kind of see, hey, I'm starting to see an increase in search volume. Maybe I'm starting to rank higher in Google, but always track your performance. The photos are something that I recommend every business have. You would actually be surprised how many people scroll through the photos on a Google business listing. I know it sounds crazy, but people do it. So you always want to have your logo and add a cover photo, usually just a team photo, or if you have like a lettered truck or something like that, put that as your cover photo. Then you want to add job site photos. Show customers what it looks like when you're doing the repair. Show it what it looked like before, after, during. These are all good things to show into photos. Also, Google added video. So do a quick job site video. You don't even have to talk. Just walk around with your camera, show it. People love to look at what's actually going on in real life photos. Do this once to twice a week. Throw some photos on there. Just get the Google app. You can pop it in there. You don't even have to get on the desktop. You can do it all straight from your phone. But at least once a week, add a photo. Keep it updated. Customers love it. Okay, so I know we covered a lot. So if you're not doing this now, I recommend going back through this video, follow these steps, step by step, fill out your Google business profile and get it optimized. An optimized profile is so important on Google. With the amount of businesses that are out there, I'm telling you, a lot of contractors and service businesses are not taking advantage of this opportunity that Google gives you. And Google brings in so much traffic. One company I work with, that 70% of their leads come from their Google business profile, and they're doing over $3 million a year. So it's a large chunk of their income comes from these Google business listings. Do not sleep on these listings. I'm gonna build out a whole action plan for you down here so you can see. We went over choosing the correct business category, setting up your service areas, filling out all the business details, adding the service and products, uploading photos and videos to your profile, using your Google post, reviews and reputation management, responding to those reviews, building out the FAQs of your listings, doing the advanced optimization strategies, monitoring performance and why that is important. So now the bonus I've been talking about. I have built a custom GBT for you. This is going to create everything we just covered for you in a matter of minutes. So let's go ahead and walk through this. It says provide company name. So we're gonna go ABC Roofing. Then it's what type of business. We're gonna go roofing contractor. If you service customers at their location or your business location, we service customers at their location. And what city and state are you based out of? We'll go McKinney, Texas. And hit enter. In about a minute, it's gonna build out everything we just walked through for over the past 45 minutes. So you can see here, we're already done. We've got business name, ABC, primary category, roofing contractor. Then you've got secondary categories. So here's recommendations for secondary categories that you can add for your business. We've got our business type, service area business. Again, don't change it if you already have it set up. Then you've got service areas. You've got list of major cities that surround your McKinney location that already are built out for you. Hey, go ahead and add these. If there's some that you don't service or if there's a couple that are missing, go in and add those manually. The more information you feed this bot, the better the responses are gonna be. Business hours, it's got open 24 hours. Again, always put open 24 hours. You've got locations. Here's your Google business profile description built out for the 750 character limit. Here's all your services you should add and the descriptions. Here's products. Again, if you don't offer this or there's services that are missing, put it down in the chat and it'll refine itself. This bot learns. So the more that you give it, the more it's going to fine tune it for your business. If you want to write a whole story about your business, put it in there. The more information, the better. So this bot is for all our members in this group. I've built it free for you to use. So take advantage of it. Build out your profile and let's see those leads start coming in. Thanks, and I'll catch you on the next one.